Wizard's Duel, a short story by J.R. Kennedy.
The red enchantress floated through the marketplace, as if her high heels had wings. Her sorceress satchel, crafted by the famed Coach artificers, was inlaid with the scales of a swamp dragon and hung from her wrist on casual display. In her other hand, she carried an assortment of bags, brimming with the baubles of the day's bartering. Potions of aromatic appeal, dyes and paints of eternal youth, along with various other accoutrements of her arcane crafts. She drifted now to today's final merchant, the storefront of the great Madame Victoria, where secrets of entrancing male suitors were peddled. As she approached, a familiar face caught her eye exiting the store. Black-haired, sharp-eyed, and mysterious. A demon of profound cunning and beauty. Her patron's former lover, of course.
Shit. Don't look over here.
She whispered, but the incantation proved rushed and sloppy.
Becky, is that you? Hey, excuse me, Becky.
The dark mistress slithered into her path, her lips curled at the edges in a soft, seemingly harmless smile. A charm spell, of course, fabricated through years of training. The type of witchcraft that once held her Lord Nathaniel in thrall, but he belonged to her now.
Oh, hey. Sorry I didn't see you. I'm kinda in a rush.
It's me, Chrissy. We met over at the open house on Lakeview.
Lady Christina of the Lakes. Of course, the enchantress remembered. She never forgot a true name.
Yes, of course. Chrissy, how are things?
Oh, everything is great. Thank you for asking. You know I made partner this summer.
The witch paused for a moment as she sensed a potion in the air. Her smile grew.
Sweetie, is that sensuality I smell? You know all the girls stopped wearing that last year. Not a bad choice though, if you're pinching pennies.
That witch, her arcane dart shot invisibly through the air. A probing cantrip, subtle, but naked with malintent. So be it. The Red One was no novice.
Oh, this?
The Red Lady held her pale wrist to her nose.
This is the scent I wore on my first date with Nathan. He says it will always be his favorite.
A crisp counterspell. The dark mistress's smile grew sharp edges at mention of her former lord. A weakness, perhaps, but she recovered quickly.
Well, I suppose a girl's gotta keep a man happy. How is our Nate, by the way? You know, I think that's why it didn't work between us. I don't think he could ever accept my strong spirit. There's so many easier girls out there, you know? Some are a bit more acquiescent.
Acquiescent. The malediction hung in the air like a thunderclap. The red enchantress felt her blood boil as the words of power fell on her like stray cinders on skin. 1,000 evocations bubbled to her lips. Hexes of dark Christina's promiscuity. A black psalm of cellulite and the feet of crows. And countless other fireballs of profaned retort. A lesser wizardess would have uttered them all. Would have shattered the sky and cast down meteors and brimstone on her rival. Only to be bested by the arcane trap, set by a true master.
Oh dear, I meant no offense.
The dark mistress would have said, a timely tear in her eye.
I had no idea you thought so ill of me. Sweetie, is everything okay with you and Nate? I didn't mean to upset you.
It would have been a death spell, a thaumaturgic coup de grace. After all, this dark sorceress was an adept, an arch-witch far beyond the Red Lady's normal invocations. Seething and desperate, the Red Enchantress cast her gaze inward, searching the chaotic depths for the spell she needed. Molten deluges of pettiness and insecurities pummeled her, and she strove downward into her soul, searching, striving, peering through histories of backbiting and betrayals, peeling back. Look there. The faintest glimmer of light struck back the shadows like a lone candle burning against the Stygian universe. She grabbed it with fiery fingers. and lifted her blazing eyes to her rivals. In that moment, red-faced and ruby-haired, with singed pride and her grinning nemesis hovering in front of her, the Red Enchantress smiled. It was no charm spell, no feint or disarming illusion, no arcane mask or glamour. It was a genuine, joyous, and beautiful smile. A magic of such immense power because it was no magic at all. She shifted the bags in her hand to reveal what had been there all along. A glittering, eternal stone of promise. Her patron's boon freely given, not a fortnight ago. The raven-haired woman's eyes grew wide in shock and disbelief. Her magical wards shattered. An archmage of immense power, defeated by the rank mundanity of sincere joy.
We've set a date.
The Red Enchantress said, no irony or malice in her voice.
You really have to come. I'm sure Nate would love it, but I really must run. It was great to see you, Chrissy.
The black-haired witch could barely stutter a sour congratulations as the enchantress skipped off. Beaming, with bright eyes cast upward, she levitated away, on heels with wings,